Thought this would be funny to watch.
I signed up for a singles event on Valentine's Day, and here's how it went. It was fun, but there was more girls than there were guys. It was definitely like The Bachelor a little bit.
Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events.
Going to another singles event, and this is my outfit.
Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
So I would love to hear from you all as to why you think men don't attend singles events.
Come with us to a Thursday event. No attractive men found.
Once again, modern women get disappointed after attending a single event. The lack of male attendees.
I didn't even know what a singles event was. The closest thing I've ever had to a singles event is I used to draft in Magic the Gathering on Friday nights.
Is the main reason for their disappointment, and some got mad to the point of calling it a waste of time and money.
I signed up for a singles event on Valentine's Day.
Imagine how guys feel doing anything.
Here's how it went. I was so nervous, you guys.
Yeah.
This was a singles tournament at this paddle club here in New York City. You would play with different partners every game. It was fun, but there was more girls than there were guys. It was definitely like The Bachelor a little bit. There was food and drinks and a DJ, so the vibe was good, but I wasn't really vibing with anyone. So please keep pushing me to put myself out there. Thanks, guys.
I'm not 6 feet. I don't have a six-pack. I don't make six figures. And guess what? I don't care.
Okay.
Less than attractive guys would be rejected, and the handsome guys don't want masculine women. Women don't want the guys who need singles events. The guys women do want don't need this event.
That's basically it. Yep, there we go. It's none of the girls that were going there were particularly that attractive. Like, I would say at least the ones that made the videos, they weren't that attractive. And so why would a guy want to go there? And like, here's the thing, is nobody wants to say it. Nobody wants to go ahead and say it, but like, you look at the girls that are there. And there it is. They're not ugly. Yeah, but what you have to understand is that guys think that if you are 325 pounds, you smell like an old chair. The last time that you saw your penis was in high school, and your favorite thing to do is talk about armor and weapons from the Middle Ages. But you still think that you deserve an 85-pound cat girl that will cook you dinner because you're a king. That's right, huh? And so why are you going to go to one of these fucking events? What are you trying to do?
That's simple. I have six-pack and make six figures. Just not 6 foot tall, so women will date me and let me take care of everything while letting me know they are settling. I'm out.
Jesus, bro, that's sad. Oh my God. Let me know that they're settling? Wow, bro, that's fucking brutal. Yeah, base. Yeah, I mean, there it is. Look at his profile picture. Yeah, he's old. Yeah, look, he's balding, right? I mean, there it is. Yeah, he bald. Like, I mean, there it is, right? I mean, what are we talking about?
I remember the days that men used to pay for these single events that were free to women. We know.
Well, yeah, that's why they have the ladies' nights at the bars. Like, of course. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, that is the way it is. It says you. Yeah, and look how much effort I go into trying to comb over my hair and make it look like I'm not fucking bald. Like, that's the... See? I mean, I'm saying the same fucking thing, man. What y'all trying to start shit for? I bet the girls that go to those events are down for anything. Might be worth a shot. I don't know, really. I've never been to one of those things before. I never had a dating app before. I've never had a dating app. Now, I've messaged girls on Instagram. For sure, I did that. But, you know, Twitter, shit like that, absolutely. But I never downloaded Tinder or any of that other bullshit, man. Never got into it.
Longer go to these single events because we had to pay for them and then no women would show up. Now they know how we felt years ago.
Yep.
At least she was lucky this event happened because others were canceled due to the lack of men's interest. But when it comes to this video, I want to concentrate on this part.
It was fun, but there was more girls than there were guys. It was definitely like The Bachelor a little bit.
Our lack of interest in this type of event is just the result of constant unsuccess when it comes to what we want out of these gatherings, and this is something that won't change any.
I think another reason why this is not as successful for men is because there's not a shared culture anymore. Like, I bet events like this in like the year 1953 were really successful because everybody loved Jesus, everybody was conservative, and everybody was racist. So you have a lot in common with the people that are there. So you go to something like that, everything's fine. But now it's like there's so many differences and like lack of shared values that going to a big public event like this isn't as appealing to a man anymore. You see what I'm saying? That's a good times. Yeah, if you want that same thing as like you want that same experience now, just play Counter-Strike.
Anytime soon. And for those who want to understand men's reason for not attending a single event, have a look at the next clip.
Tell you about my experience speed dating in New York City. And we're like, this selection? Literally every single guy was 5'6" or under, and there was not one cute
She's probably 5'1".
guy.
That was the feedback of the event she attended, and this is what most guys face when they participate in this gathering. What men would be motivated or interested in a single event after comments like this?
Well, the men that are taller, right? Obviously, those are the ones that are doing it. But the reality is that the guys that, like, this is one of the things that, like, a lot of people, especially, like, young kids and, like, maybe people that don't understand the way it is, they might not get. Have you guys ever seen those different posts and shit like this about how some girl gets, some rich guy taking her out on a yacht? And, it's like all these nice places this guy's taking her and, all how great this is and everything like that, right? Y'all ever seen this? Yeah, we all gone and seen this. And then people say, wow, all of that work just to have your face blurred out because she'll blur the guy's face out. What they don't understand is that it was the guy telling her to fucking do that. 90% of the time, it's the guy telling her to do that because here's the thing, right? He might be married or he's got another one lined up for next week and 2 more the week after that. And so if he's got a bunch of pictures taking all these girls out to this yacht, it's going to look weird. So he has her blur out the face and it's like, oh, it's just for us, baby. Yeah, for sure. That's what you said last week to the other one. And that's what it is. So yeah, of course, guys, like any guy that's in a good position like this probably isn't going to go to an event like this. That's just the way it is. Men up their standards as well. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's like if you're a guy and you're in a good position in life, you want to find a hot girl, right? A really pretty girl. Or at least a girl that will do the things that you want her to do. So yeah, it's the same common sense. Never heard of this shit until now? Well, you think about it though, right? Think about it. Like if you're a guy and you have let's say you are the son of a CEO and he's like the CEO of Kellogg's, right? You probably don't want to get your dad in trouble whenever you're bringing a bunch of hoes on your dad's yacht. Because if that happens, then your dad's going to get pissed off and he's not going to let you use the yacht anymore. You don't want to lose that. So you've got to pretend like it's not you, right? Yeah, that's the way it is. Smart. You got to be thinking, man. You got them cereal money? Yeah, exactly.
Most modern women are looking for Chad only, regardless of the setting. And they are looking for those guys on a dating app, single event, and in any other possible setting you can.
No, I've seen some girls I've had girls show me like their dating app profiles and shit like this, right? And because like I'll be like, yo, can I see this? Like I want to see what like what kind of guys match with you, right? Like straight up, like I don't care if it's nosy as hell. Like yeah, I want to know. And so I'll see the messages and like some of the guys that like try to match with these girls, bro, like the horrors. Yeah, it's bad. And then you have like the guys. I've had guys to show me like the girls that'll match with them, bro. Like I've made enough jokes today. Everybody knows what I'm gonna say.
Think of. Therefore, if you are the average Mike who works at Amazon, going to a single event will not make any difference because the likelihood of being rejected.
Oh, it will if you look good. And if you're good at talking to people, it matters. Sure.
It is the same as anywhere else. What is the point of paying to be rejected? We are well aware that most of us are not Chad, and we are clever enough not to pay to be rejected. But there is a vital piece of information most modern women are missing. They aren't aware that Chad doesn't need to attend a single event to find women. They already have a large pool to pick from, and with that being said, they have no reason to attend it.
Now we're going to see a woman.
Yeah, because a lot of the girls that are going to these events, like logically, right? It's like if you are a really pretty girl, you're going to have guys trying to hit you up and talk to you all the time. So you're probably not going to have to go to an event for that because it's just your everyday life. So by survivorship bias, the ones that are going to these events...
trying to sell the tickets for her single event, but she was clever enough to use a great selling point, which is an abundance of male attendees.
I'm not going to say.
Her advertisement video shows an event full of men. Let's have a look at what she is trying to sell to women.
Yeah,
It's a conversation event where everyone just happens to be single and we discuss interesting topics and get to hear different perspectives. We'll give you the conversation starters and topics so you don't need to worry about what to talk about next. You can just enjoy chatting to some great people and suss out who you'd like to get to know more. There's a big grazing table and plenty of chances to go around and chat to those people who pique your interest. You need to come and check out our Singles Connection event. Our last one in February was such a success. Head to our bio to apply. We already have a...
I could not imagine, bro. I could not imagine doing that. That looks stressful as fuck. I would just, bro, like, I do not want to do that. Like, and now to be fair, any event with people sitting around outside talking to each other, this automatically is kind of like a non-starter for me, right? But, I mean, this is especially.
Over 130 new applications for this event. We'll see you there.
She is very intelligent and her advertisement video was well thought through. She knows that women are losing interest because men usually don't go, but to get around this fact and get modern women to buy the ticket, she came up with the idea of having a video showing an abundance of men, but we have to give her credit for her creativity. She deserved it. But
well, and it's also like you look at the guys here. Like this dude is ripped. Look at this. Like look at the form-fitting pants. Like this dude has got it on. Like, look at that guy. That guy, he's got it on. Like, all of the guys in this video are good-looking dudes. Absolutely. It's not even a question. Like, that guy, that's a good-looking guy. Yeah, he's older guy. He's got a great hairline. That's weird. Like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? But, like, that's what it is. Paid actors, right?
And this is what we are about to see in the next clip.
I'll see if I pause another one. And then there's the actual one, right? It's like some fucking 38-year-old fat guy that wants to talk about the Roman Empire, and she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, he wants to talk about, like, you know, the merits of, like, you know, well, what really happened during the Holocaust? And she's like, oh, fuck, oh, no, not again. Oh, Jesus. And that's the only guy that shows up. Not again, yes!
One thing I don't see mentioned on these single event videos, and maybe it's different in every area, but in Virginia Beach, single events charge men more to attend. Charge men more to be there and wonder why it's all women.
Man. That's crazy. It all makes sense now? Yeah, I guess so, huh? That's nuts.
They want you to pay for everything and expect to do nothing in return. The risk is not worth it. My boyfriend had to come to my country to find me.
Yeah.
It was so sad when he was almost crying, telling me he had never come home to a warm homemade meal and a smile. We are very traditional and family-oriented here in Dominican Republic.
There it is. There it fucking is. Yep. You've got to go get him and bring it back. Yeah, hey, whatever it takes. Absolutely.
All that independence that they wanted so bad has come back to haunt them.
I feel like this is, like, whenever I read a comment like this, Do you know what I think? Unresolved personal trauma. It's like you had a bad experience with a girl in high school, and like you're talking this like, what are we doing? What are we doing with this? It's so annoying to me. I have to read this bullshit. Yeah, it's always the men's fault. Yeah, come on. Passport bros are failing badly though. Well, look, I mean, you're gonna have some winners and you're gonna have some losers. That's the way it is with anything. Yeah, are Russian mail order brides real? I don't know. Like, I go look it up. I'm not entirely wrong. Yeah, maybe.
I wouldn't go to any of those women's single events. It's a complete waste of time. Men, work on yourself.
I remember I saw an advertisement for one of those, and it said that if the girl, I think this was one from like Vietnam or like China or something like that. And I just turned this fucking thing down. This motherfucker's so goddamn hot. It says, how much is this in my fucking room? 89 degrees. Are you kidding me? Suck my fucking dick. What is this bullshit? 89 fucking degrees in this, goddamn it.
You would haunt them. I wouldn't go to any of those women's single events. It's a complete waste of time. Men, work on yourself. You will be glad that you did. This is the reality of what goes down in most of these events, but those trying to sell the ticket paint it as if it is flooded with man. If you look at the footage closely, you will realize that most tables have 3 women and only 1 man. But at this point, we can consider this event...
Well, that's probably also like a lot of guys, you know, like, if you're like my age, or like plus minus 3 years, you probably don't have this issue if you're older than me. But younger guys aren't used to talking to girls face to face as much. Like, they don't have to do that. So it's like having to do something like this, that's kind of crazy. Like, now it's got to be a 3v1. Like, holy fuck, man. Like, this is too high of a level. Yeah, especially now. That's nuts.
Successful because others didn't even have the opportunity to start, as the host had to cancel it due to men's lack of interest. Even though there weren't enough men for every woman present in that event, they should still be happy because at least those guys gave them the opportunity to go out and interact with others. But I am glad guys are no longer wasting their time and resources on things like this. We know that paying to be...
Well, if you're looking for a boyfriend, why don't you just go to the local Warhammer store? Just go there and ask one of them, what army do you play? And before you know it, you're going to be married. Problem solved. So if it's like, you know, here's the thing. You want to fish where the fish are. What are you doing over here? They're like, oh, well, there's no fish over here. Well, yeah, just you fucking, it's the ground. It's no water here. Warhammer is the water. Because they're not hot chads? Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's why the guys aren't going there, because there's not hot girls there. It's simple.
Rejected is a bad dating and financial strategy.
Next, we have another group of women who have something to say about the number of attractive guys they found in the event they attended.
Come with us to a Thursday event. Pet talk before we leave. No attractive men.
Now, I'm not going to say it. But
found. Maybe next time.
Why would a strong, independent, educated, and powerful woman need a singles event? I bet men did show up, but women today don't see those types of men. Chad doesn't go to singles events. Good men don't go either. It's a waste of time, energy, and money. For us bottom 96% of men, we can stay at home and be rejected for free. If my drinks ain't free, you won't see me. The men they want to meet don't need to go to singles events. They have plenty of options already and don't need to subject themselves to this. The goal of those events is loud and clear.
Well, it's like if a guy has to pay more money to go to the events and then there's not a lot of hot girls at the events, like if you at least go downtown, like if you want to see, like if you want to go to a place where there's hot girls, go to a fucking gym. Go to a club downtown. There's going to be hot girls there. That's it. So if like, again, fish where the fish are. What are you doing? Gyms are insane. Yeah, there's plenty of hot girls at gyms. What are you talking about? I'm one of the biggest names in Warhammer. I'm flown around the world for Warhammer conventions, and I can confirm that 99.9% male attendance rate. Yeah, and you want to know what that 0.1% is? Wives and daughters. Oh, I've got her for the weekend, so she's going to come with me to this event. Or like, oh, yeah, I brought my wife here. See, look at this. See, honey, remember this? So these are the Tyranids. Because remember, like, so the God Emperor, and like then, because like the battle against like, so his son Horus, and like, yeah, that's, that's the 0.1%.
If modern women were going to this event with an open mind, things would be a lot different for them. If they weren't too focused on finding Chad, they probably would be able to see other guys who could be a better fit for them, but their inability to look in other directions prevents them from seeing other guys. Then they ask why most of us are no longer interested in single events. Would they pay for an event where they have a 90% chance of being rejected? I bet they wouldn't make this financial mistake. Most guys wouldn't mind going to these events if things were different. But based on...
No, guys don't want to go to that kind of an event because it's weird. That's the reason why. It's just a weird event. Like, why do you want to deal with this shit being a bunch of other people? Like, it's uncomfortable. It's awkward. Yeah, I guarantee you these events are awkward. Like, guaranteed, this shit is so awkward.
What modern women are looking for, most of us already know it's a lost battle, which makes going to a...
The thing is, like, I don't really feel a lot of awkwardness with stuff, but it's uncomfortable forced interaction. Yeah, but, like, I can tell. Like, if you guys... Like, I'm the kind of person that I try to make things less awkward, and whenever I make people uncomfortable, it's always on purpose. Like, I basically never make a person uncomfortable unless I'm trying to, which is a lot. But that's it. And so, like, but I will see in situations where somebody says something that makes everybody uncomfortable and they don't even notice it, right? And it's like, oh God, like, I don't want to be there, right? It's like watching an episode of The Office, but it's real life.
Single event, a pointless move. This is all for today's video. If you like it, please don't forget to subscribe.
Events are fucking weird, yeah. No, I think this is it's a huge factor.
I signed up for
and I don't think that there's going to be guys that are going to go to events like this because, again, if like you're a successful, good-looking guy, why would you do this? There's no reason. If you're a really attractive girl, why would you do this? You probably have guys talking to you all the time. And so where is the real audience here? Where are these actual people coming from? I really don't know. So, yeah. Incel preaching? You think it's incel? This is like an incel thing? Well, I don't know, man. Like, I think that really... I don't know if it's really... I feel like, okay, so 100% this video, it's like... Yes, there will be 100% incels that will watch this. I'll give it a like and I'll link you guys the video. But yeah, no, it definitely will have incels watching, 100%. But there's also girl incels. That's the thing. It's usually a cop-out reductive answer, though. And there are some things, like, I mean, the thing is with a lot of this stuff, incel YouTubers, incel bait, yeah, absolutely there's going to be some of them. But there's a lot of people like that. Femcels, there are. There's so many of them. Absolutely. And, like, if I was going to say why I think girls are femcels, I would get in trouble. And I say a lot of stuff. I say a lot. Like, I go pretty far, but even that would be too much for me. Right? Yeah, I would get in trouble. But femcel right here. Yeah, exactly. If I speak, yeah, there it is. And so, oh, come on. Hey, I take it over the line enough already, okay? Why don't you just chill out? Yeah, time to get canceled. Yeah, there it is. The same mentality as incels. Sure. Incel's massively overused. Incel is usually used whenever it's referring to a male who criticizes a female. So, like, if you criticize a female, then you're an incel. It's pretty simple, right? So, yeah, good less competition, exactly. And I do think that's happened a lot. It has. Give me 1 second. Hello? Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Okay. I didn't get in earlier because you were quick to hang up.
Yeah?
On the singles thing.
Uh-huh.
There's a great lyric from an old song. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, make an ugly woman your wife. You know, and the thing is,
Yeah.
a lot of these guys, they go to these things and they want to get laid by at least an 8. You know.
Yeah.
Well, lower your standards a bit, get laid, and then that's the hell with it. You know.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're in some relationship with her. You just ignore the calls and that's it. If you want to go looking for 9s and 10s, you got to really step up your game. If you don't have the 6 feet, you got to get the 6 digits or whatever.
Yeah.
And the fact is that I've never been big. I was only like 6'9",
Right.
6'8.5" or something like that tops.
Yeah.
I'm not the best looking guy in the fucking world, and I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
A lot of females didn't want to be around me mostly.
Yeah.
But the ones that did, that was cool. They were outriders, and
Yeah.
and they had a great time. But as I've always told you, there is a reason old Pa lives over here in this house, in his little house, all by himself.
Uh-huh.
With the doors locked.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have a partner, and it's a partner, not a wife.
All right. All right.
This is a little tip to pass along.
Thanks. I appreciate it. All right. I'll talk to you later.
The lowering standards things just to get laid.
Uh-huh. I get it.
Great.
All right. Yo, I'll talk to you later.
Yo,
Yep,
bye-bye.
see ya. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Partner, not wife. Yeah, true, definitely. Where's the rest of this? One of the video comments, enjoy the alcohol and the sisterhood of the unwifeable. Oh my God. Misandry is actually rampant in society these days. That's the reason why we're at where we're at. Well, it's because a lot of girls, so like here's the problem, right? It's that a lot of girls get these comments and they'll get guys that are like trying to talk to them. And they're so creepy and weird that, well, they don't want to deal with that. Yeah, of course, right? It's like if you want to hate men, make a dating app and pretend to be a girl and then just look at your DMs. You'll see why they hate men. It makes sense. Really, it does. Like, I can totally understand it. Call me an incel, but I don't date hip. Call me an incel, but I don't date hippos. Okay, all right. So,